Welcome to Design and Technology Pathways presentation. My name is Miss Britton, Head of the Design Tech Department and the teacher of this subject for many years. The GCSE Design and Technology course is one that will give you a broad design education, covering many different material areas from wood, metal, plastics and fabrics to graphics and CAD software. We've had many students move on to study many courses in the creative sector, such as fashion, graphic design, CAD design, product design, animation and architecture. There are also a plethora of other pathways that you could take this in. It gives you a broad technical knowledge that could be taken further also in the engineering sector. It is a very diverse course that will give you plenty of options going forward. The creative industries is a rapidly growing employment sector, last year employing 2.4 million people in the UK. It grows every year, meaning that if you choose a creative career path, you will be entering a workplace that will fulfill you creatively and financially, as salaries are very competitive. This course will give you a broad and solid foundation for that career path. Employers want creative thinkers, they want problem solvers. So even if your career path is in a different direction, the skill sets you will learn on this course will be of a real asset to your future employment happiness. This course is built on the foundations of solving real-world problems through design. We use the iterative design process, which is what you would do in a real design career, identifying a client, what they need help with, and designing a solution that best fits their needs. The materials you choose to use to solve that problem will be determined by the design you create, hence why we call it a product design course, as you can use a number of different materials depending on how your design plays out. The course falls into two main areas. The majority of Year 10 will be spent delivering the core theory, along with a number of different practical tasks, and Year 11 focuses on completing the NEA, the non-exam assessment or coursework. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a mo. In Year 10, we focus on delivering the core theory. On the top left of this page, you'll see a range of handouts and a textbook. And this is what you will use to work through all of the content that the exam board require you to know about. There is quite a bit there, but what we do is we cover it via lots of practical tasks and all the handouts and bookwork, so that by the end of Year 10 you have a ready-made revision pack that you can use for your NEA and also for your final exam. On this page you can also see a few examples of some of the work that we complete in Year 10. This tends to change a little bit each year depending on what the different students' material interests are. It also keeps it interesting for me for delivering it to you. Towards the end of Year 10, the exam board released 3 iterative design challenges. These change every year, so we never know what they're going to throw at us. This year we have got sporting events, community dining and parent and baby bonding. Once the students have picked one of these, they will then develop a portfolio of work, and this will carry them through Term 1 and Term 2 of Year 11. This body of work makes up 50% of the final GCSE grade. On this slide you can see a couple of examples of work that we have completed in the last few years. We have the slides at the top that show a product that was made under the brief of celebrations. This was made entirely from recycled pallet wood and was to be used out in a garden area so that a family could extend the table and store items and celebrate with their friends and family. On the right hand side we had the household budget brief last year, and one student made a blanket that also doubled up as a blackout blind. Another student looked at ways to save their household budget bills a little bit by growing their own herbs, and the third one example that you see there shows a rainwater catchment system that was to be put in a garden. Down at the bottom right we've got the Keeping Warm in Winter brief, and this student made a boat coat. So it's a coat that could be used whilst canal boating. Very specific and niche brief, but the client really loved it. In the centre there we have another one for the celebrations brief. A beautiful party trolley was made for one of the students' parents, and it was very, very well received. And then we have a couple of examples for the reducing waste brief. The one on the left is showing a trolley that could be used in a workshop at home to store scraps of wood so they could be repurposed. And then we have a countertop composting container. So hopefully that gives you an overview of what the course involves. Towards the end of Year 11, once we've finished the NEA, all remaining lesson time will be spent preparing for the exam. Many of the skills that you need for this course you've already started to develop in Years 7, 8 and 9. We will build on those foundations and develop your design skills and your knowledge to a much higher level. If there's anything else you would like to know, just come and see me in school. I'm in room 26 most lunchtimes, or drop me an email. In case you're not sure who I am, here is a terrible photo of me, and also one of me when I was at school, which is even worse, just to prove that I was one young once, and therefore I do remember what it's like to make these difficult decisions. I had no idea what I wanted to do at your age, but I did like doing creative things. So if you enjoy technology now, you will enjoy the course and find it very rewarding.